My association with Hwa Chong Junior College spent 10 years from January 74 to December 83. It has been a fruitful, enjoyable, and unforgettable experience. As the first Vice Principal of Hwa Chong Junior College, my role includes administration and working closely with the students. I was in charge of the Students' Council, and that gave me many enjoyable experiences because working with the students is really a very fruitful experience. In education, students are the most important part of our role and our lives. I remember many students, the good and the bad, and a large part of the in-between I cannot recall, although many of them along the road will come forward and say, "Oh, Mrs. Lee, I was a student from Hwa Chong Junior College." To be able to have someone to come up to you and to be remembered is really something that is that money cannot buy, and I will never regret having been a part of that experience. Some of the very funny experiences that I have, allowing the ASEAN students to stay in the tutors' rooms, because in those days they were paid only, I think, $1,000 for a year. So I allowed them to live there, and it was good for them, and it also allows me to get to know them very well. And one of them, whom I am still in touch with, is Dr. Xiao Wan Tiu. Actually, I can sit here and tell you so many stories, about how working with the students has helped me to grow and to make my teaching experience so valuable. I also remember some very naughty students who eventually became great. One of them is Mr. Wong Hai San. Some of you may remember him. I chided him for his long hair and his not buttoning up, in those days. And he turned up one day looking like Yul Brynner. After that, I told myself, this is not a student, not a problem student, but a student with problems. And when he went into NS, he was so defiant. He was confined to camp every weekend, and he would write to me full of abusive and vulgar language. And when he finished the army, he went to Australia to study. He did well. He's an accountant, and even after many years, he still am in touch with me. Actually, working with students is rewarding. It's really something that keeps me going for my 38 years in education. But one of the things that I will never forget is how I left this place after 10 years, having worked the past 10 years with them, with the students, and how a great send-off the college gave me when I left to be the first principal of Victoria Junior College. But that turned out to be a double-edged sword, and I must thank Hwa Chong Junior College for giving VJC such great publicity. And part of the success of VJC must have been because of that great send-off.